still all right. Tight. Just lighten it up. Just hit him with the. What's good, everybody? Welcome to episode 31 of Robe Talk. I've definitely butchered the numbers throughout the podcast as we've recorded them. So this is 31. We did double check, but yeah, you know, I think the last one I legitimately probably said it was 28 or something. But you know what? Continuity is overrated, and you know that. So what's going on? How are you? Let me light up this candle real quick. We got this little show popping. I feel like every time we do these before a release, it's like my freaking pre-show before my release. So it's funny. Hopefully you stick around till after the podcast. Just stay on the channel because we're dropping a new video and song tonight. Plus, we do these things so few and far between that pretty much every time we release a song, we're putting out a podcast. But it is what it is, guys. We're just letting it rip. It's been a minute since I've, hung out with y'all and did one of these. But for the new people that are here, this is Robe Talk. This is my podcast that I do. I try and stay on top of it, but it's been a minute since the last one. But sometimes I have guests on here. Sometimes it's just me talking about how I write pop songs about girls that don't exist, and that's pretty much the gist of it. I have a soundboard here, as you can hear. I have a bunch of different sounds on here.
Is it because he's smarter than you?
You a little boy to me. I'll push you in your forehead. You a little boy.
And you probably won't understand them because you haven't listened to the other episodes, but it's okay, man. It's fine. Just jump in, hop in. Don't be shy. Take some more. So, but yeah, this is my Robe Talk podcast. It's where I sit here in my robe. It all started just on a whim. We used to do it on Instagram Live. It's still on Instagram Live, but it's not on Instagram Live, sorry. Just fumbling through this podcast. Just absolutely butchering everything right now. But, it used to be just like me sitting on Instagram Live and doing it or whatever, but now we've obviously upgraded and can't leave an idea just at the ground, the ground level. We gotta upgrade it. So, no, it's all good. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here, happy to be coming at you live. And and it's called Robe Talk because every time I go live on this, I have to wear a robe. I always wear my robe, but especially when I'm going on Robe Talk. And the other rule with this podcast is really that every guest that's on here has to wear a robe. It's just part of the movement, So, but here's the deal, people. I say new fans and I say, I'd like to introduce you to this podcast because we do have a lot of new fans now. And obviously it's a very beautiful thing. I always love when people hop on to the train because it's moving. This train is moving, and when you hop on and you're ready to roll with us, I appreciate it. But we gained a new abundance of fans here because essentially what had happened was it was Ariana Grande's birthday. Happy birthday to Ariana Grande. Okay. Ariana Grande. So Ariana Grande had her birthday and she was trending on Twitter. Now usually I go through and like a bunch of tweets that involve whatever is trending in like pop culture or whatever, if it applies to somewhat like a parallel lane of what I'm doing. So I went through and liked a bunch of like Ariana Grande's fans accounts and their tweets and things like that. And they kind of like latched on and realized who I was overnight. And like, they were like, oh my God, Angelo, and spreading so much love. And it was all for the right reasons. It was very, very sweet. And I was happy that I wasn't a meme or I wasn't canceled. It wasn't anything bad. It was like the opposite of that. So I had an abundance of people figure out who I was, communicate with me, slide into my DMs, things like that. And it's been an enjoyable experience and an enjoyable examination of the internet. So I'm happy to be on the right side of this current state of like people flooding online, and it was just an amazing thing that happened. So now I have a bunch of fans that are new, that have never heard of me, that are now listening to my music. And I think that ultimately is really what I care about, because look, I have these different channels of social media, and it's weird because people kind of maybe do a drive-by and see, oh, he has this amount of followers and he must just do like TikToks or whatever. He just must do one thing. But it's always a fun thing when people kind of drive by and they're intrigued, and then they go in and look at my stuff, listen to the music, and I can literally say that the people that have been doing that virtual drive-by for me have been going in and really diving deep into my music, into what I do. And it's honestly a great experience because that's how I would want it to happen. It's very wholesome to me, and I'm happy that was the way it went down, as opposed to people being like, this is just Alex from Target, or like one of those things. Like, I don't want to be on the end of that, okay? I don't want to be on the end of the kid that's on TikTok where he's going, you know? But yeah, it's been an incredible, like, last couple weeks connecting with you all, and just kind of inviting you back in, inviting you to the family. So but same thing with the music. We're dropping music every 3 weeks. We got a new song dropping tonight. It's called Switch Up, and it's upbeat and it's fun and it's groovy, and so have you ever clicked the wrong sound effect button? All the time, dude. I do it all the time.
You're a little boy to me. I'll kiss you on your forehead. You're a little boy.
It happens, but yeah. So thank you all so much for joining the team. I'm excited to have you, and now that you're here, let me make it worth your while. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on recently in my life, and then what's been going on in the world. So we went to this castle in Ohio, and it was like Loudonville. Is that what it's called? Like Loudonville Mohican Castle or whatever. And it was cool. They said it was haunted. Just heads up, big hoax. Hate to say the word hoax because it's always, what Trump says, but legitimately, if anything's a hoax, it's things being haunted, okay? And you know what? If you see me right now talking about how I don't believe how things are haunted, and then I get, got by a ghost, then I'll believe it. But to me right now, things aren't haunted as far as I'm concerned, okay? Haunted is a fake term that we all use to squeeze more money out of locations that aren't that great. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you have a McDonald's that's not selling a lot of burgers? Throw haunted right on it. You're gonna sell more burgers the next day, bro. That's all I'm saying. You got a water company that's like doing just okay, bro. Say it's haunted water. You're selling more bottles the next day. So as far as I'm concerned, haunted isn't a thing. It's all a construct. We live in a simulation, and there's no such thing as haunted. But yeah, as far as that goes, we went to the castle. It was cool. But the lady at the front desk was just trash as far as I'm concerned. Because when we talked to her, we're like, hey, so like what's cool in the area? Like what do we need? What's cool here? What should we do? And she's like, well, I'm actually not local here, but there's like a Pizza Hut down the road. And the whole trip, I'm talking about that damn Pizza Hut, bro. We're trying to find somewhere to eat, and we're just like, yo, we really want to like get a taste for the area. Let's go find a new like cool spot, like a mom and pop like type of thing. And I'm just like, dude, we should just go to freaking Pizza Hut, man. I'm not local here, but we got Pizza Hut, bro. So, I'm just like, it was fun. We had a good time. The castle was cool, but we went canoeing. And if there's one thing you should pick up that you didn't know about me before this podcast, is that I can't stand canoeing. It's legitimately the worst thing to do as an activity. I will never understand it. I went when I was a little kid, and I kid you not, I legitimately cried on the canoe the whole time. Straight up cried on the canoe. And I don't understand why people do it. I will never understand it. And I have the same takeaway every time that I go canoeing. I'll tell you right now. Every time I go canoeing, it's... Where? What? Right here? Okay. Every time I go canoeing, I walk away saying, why do we go canoeing? Okay? So it's very, very frustrating. I don't like it. And it's like it can never be like an hour and a half or 30 minutes long. It's never that long. It's always more. It's like a bare minimum of 2 hours. And I just don't like it, legitimately. It feels like work. It does not feel relaxing. I feel like I am in freaking Les Mis every time. Every time I'm in Les Mis, and I can't stand it. So look, if you're ever gonna do something with me, you better not suggest it be canoeing, because legitimately, unless it's haunted, I'm not going. Like, if the canoeing is not haunted, then I don't want to go. Honestly, there's probably more haunted canoeing places than there are regular canoeing places, because nobody goes canoeing. That's just the bottom line. So I don't like it. So yeah, we went canoeing. It was fine. It was way too long. I just don't like it, and I hope if I never go canoeing again, I'm fine with it. But we got a new song dropping at midnight tonight, and then we got the video coming out right after this Robe talk at 8 o'clock. And you know, it should be freaking fun, because this one switch up. I know it's annoying, because I'm like, well, this one's my favorite. Every time the song drops, it's always, yo, you know what? This is it. This is my favorite song that's come out of mine. But to be honest, this is my favorite song that's come out of mine. So Switch Up is it's been in the folder for a while. It's very dancey. It was one of those things where I've been trying to achieve this sound for a while, and a lot of the times I have this checklist in my mind of like, I want to make an 80s song, or I want to make a song that's super dancey and has this certain pocket that I want to fill. And I have those all subconsciously, and then when we get to them and I reach that destination, I'm like, dude, this is amazing. I'm so happy. So Switch Up was one of those achievements for me, and I'm thankful that it's finally coming out. And so yeah, man, it's still Alex, when he drops a new song, this is my peak. This is it. That's how I feel. Every time a song comes out, I'm just like, yeah, this is it. So I'm thankful that this is coming out. I'm thankful to be able to make music by myself and with others, but by myself, especially by this time, because everybody's just locked down. And, you know, it's going to be a fun one. The video is just kind of me dancing around Cincinnati. It's very bright. It's a fun time. You know, speaking of the music, I know that I hopped on Instagram Live the other day and basically just revealed my whole release schedule, but you know what? I hate to flip it around on you, but it's also my song, so I'm gonna flip it around on you. The deal is that I said I was gonna put out Maryland next, but I'm actually gonna move that back and put up Romeo. And I love Romeo, and I think that it needs to come out, and I talked to the director of one of the videos that I'm doing, and we need a little bit more time on it, so I'm bringing up Romeo. All right, so that's what I'm doing. I'm putting that out, and I love it, and I'm working on it this weekend. And yeah, man, I'm so happy that I get to work on music still, though. I mean, I'm thankful that that's a job that, like, I mean, look, it's not an essential business, but bro, it's essential to me, you know? And you know what? It's not an essential, yeah, you may not be an essential business, but you're essential to me, you know? So. So yeah, I'm just happy that I get to work on music, and I'm happy that songs are dropping every 3 weeks. Dude, Corona update. To be honest, bro, I mean, we're all gonna get it. That's just the bottom line.
If I get Corona, I get Corona. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna let it stop me from partying.
Like, I don't even know what to think anymore. You know what? I've gotten down to this this kind of like this, definitely I'm in a darker place as far as mentally with the coronavirus and like this lockdown. Like, bro, I think it's like the 118th or 19th day of being in quarantine. And you know what, man? Look, I don't like that we're shut down, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not saying that from the perspective of that I don't believe in science. I'm coming at it at the perspective that I'm mad that other people don't believe in science, because I think that we could probably be out of it by now. And so I think that the deal is that I want everybody to wear a freaking mask. It's not that hard. I just, it's annoying. Like, Canada's almost kicking this freaking corona. There's other countries kicking the corona, and we just can't kick the corona, you know? And I think we need to kick the corona, as far as I'm concerned. Dude, I want to kick that thing so damn hard. I want to take corona, and I just want to punt it. You know? Dude, I want to take corona from like the 70-yard line and throw that thing right through the damn goalpost. That's what I want to do. So, look, wear a mask. It's not that hard. I don't know why everybody's got to be so defiant. Look, I'm happy to wear a mask because I wanted to wear a mask before the pandemic, okay? And somebody posted it online. Look, you throw a mask on, you throw sunglasses on and a hat on, you're a whole different person as far as I'm concerned. So I don't even want to hear about that. I'm rocking masks. You know what? Corona ends, I'm still rocking masks. Why? Because I don't want to talk, people. I just want to freaking roll through. I want to just roll through any locations like it's TSA pre-check. You throw that mask on, it's just TSA pre-check going to Chipotle. Anything. It's just easy. So I'm leaving my shoes on and I'm going. Okay? So I'm rocking a mask and I'm happy that, you know, look, now I know that like it's going into a purple zone or whatever because now we got like this whole color grading system. Apparently it wasn't black and white enough that we so we have to tell people, hey, it's really bad. Here's a color purple. So then it shows how bad that we are. But I guess that we're going into a purple thing. And to be honest, bro, I'm happy that it is because now at least maybe people will stay home. So I'm nervous because frankly, you know, my mom is a music teacher and now she's going to have to go back to school. And it's just scary. I don't like that. And I go to college, so I'm probably going to be going back to college, but you know what? I love when people say this. I think it's the funniest thing. It's not even like an ironic thing, but I just love the phrase when people are like, what are your comfort levels? I don't know why. I just love it. It's so amazing when people will be like, if your comfort levels aren't high enough, you can stay home. Like, that's amazing because my comfort levels were already low before the pandemic to go anywhere. Like, bro, you got a meeting I have to come to? My comfort levels are low, bro. And now we got an outbreak? Bro, my comfort levels are at the lowest they've ever been. So you know what? My comfort levels are not in a good spot. So as far as I'm concerned, bro, freaking COVID's coming in. And now I'm going to have to go back to college. Bro, my comfort levels are at an all-time low. So I'm staying home. I'm going to talk to my academic advisor and tell him or her about my comfort levels and say, you know what? My comfort levels are low. I'm staying online. Okay? And I go to college. I like college. That's the thing. I enjoy going to college. It's the first time in my life that I can say I enjoy going to school. And I don't want to go back simply because I don't want to have to, like, look, I'll do the things that are necessary. I'll wear a mask. I'll stay 6 feet apart. But if it gets in the way of my learning, like if there's people and I can't, like I go to college physically so that I can see my friends, not to go out and drink, but to just be able to see people. That's my main source of seeing people is going to college. So if I can't go to college to see people, I'll stay home. I have no problem doing that. And so I'll probably just stay home, rock it the same way I've been doing it. And I have no problem doing that because I've been doing that for months and I get good grades and I've been in online school before college. So it doesn't make it any worse or better. I'll just stay home and keep rocking it because my comfort levels are low. So I'm just going to rock that. But dude, I just hope that people just start believing in science a little bit, you know, just like a tiny bit. Just try it. Just taste a little bit of science, you know. You might like it. Comfort levels. Yeah, somebody write comfort levels in like the pretty font with the sparklies and the angels. It's beautiful. And the fairies. So right now I just changed everything going on with food as far as my regimen of what I eat. Because the deal is like my parents they're going all shakes and all, like they're going on this ridiculously rigorous diet, which is great. And I'm happy for them, but they are not like, we're only buying food for ourselves now. Like we're fending for ourselves. There it is. Comfort levels. So look, we're fending for ourselves. And when I say we, it's me and my sister. And we have both of our shelves in the fridge, in the pantry, and in the freezer. And we get to pick what we eat. So look, if we want to just go off the deep end and be trash humans, we can. But we've kind of come to the consensus that we probably shouldn't do that. So we are now, we're now rocking our own diets. And frankly, dude, I'm eating healthy, straight up, okay? I'm eating healthy, and I have a nice little, spread of foods that I like. And you know what? I feel good about it. I feel like, food is not entertainment, and I've kind of figured that out. Food is not an amusement park ride. Food should not be a hobby. Like, food is legitimately fuel for your body, and that's kind of essentially the mission here. So I've went with very healthy foods. I'm drinking a lot more water. I'm not keto, but don't tempt me, because I'll go keto on you. I'm not vegan, but don't tempt me, because I'll go vegan on you. And so I'm just like figuring out what is good for my body, what my comfort levels are, what my comfort levels are with the food. And I'm enjoying it, frankly, because now I just get to, feel better about what I put into my body. And so I'm happy that I've made these decisions. I recommend you to try it. I mean, look, dude, I was popping off during the quarantine with food. Dude, we were going hard. I was getting Postmates and all this stuff. But now I feel like I'm just rocking it, And so I'm working out more. I'm getting rid of the dad bod. Like somebody said here, it's a good time to be in shape. Nothing else to do. Yeah, man. I mean, there's nothing else to do, so might as well just figure out your own situation and stick to it. I'm just happy that I have the option to do it. It's funny because now, like, when I go to these stores to find food, you realize how much junk there is out there and how much junk you end up buying. Like, legit, it's so bad, and you can't get the chips, you can't get any of that stuff. Bro, veggie straws, though, are the best thing that have ever happened. Ever. Veggie straws are a godsend.
Okay.
But legit. Veggie straws, they're so good, and I don't know what I'm eating. It could be cardboard, as far as I'm concerned. I know that they're veggies, but bro, I don't know. They're just good. So, but the other thing is like, I really can't recommend it enough to people that, you gotta find something to do in this time, or else you'll go insane. And I found things to do, and I'm still going insane. But yeah, like, I picked up the guitar over quarantine, and my dad can't believe that I legit have figured out the guitar now. And I mean, I don't claim to be freaking Slash or something ridiculous, but I can play now, and it's just fun, man. I love figuring stuff out, and now I see that the guitar is like opening up for me, and I'm writing songs in the guitar the same way I would be on piano. So I'm just thankful that I have those opportunities to grow as like a human and like just expand my brain in this troubling time. But it's like, you got to find one of those things. And the piano is punching the air right now. Yeah, I mean, the piano's been real quiet since I started playing guitar. I love the guitar, though. I used to hate on the guitar so much just because I thought it was like so just, I don't know. I just did not like it. Like, I just thought that it was just corny, because you just see those guys just pulling up with their raspy voices on the guitar. I'm like, yeah, I wanna burn. And I just never got it. So to be honest, like, now I actually have an appreciation for the guitar. I like going through different guitars. Like, I like hearing the different tones of them, and I have a bunch of plugins that I throw on there. And so it's just dope. This is sweet. Hi, Alex. Just listened to Switch Up 7 times since it's out over here, and it's so good. I'm about to sleep. That is so dope. I don't know where you're from, but I know that it is out in some countries, and I think that that's freaking sick, and I always think that's so cool. For some reason, like, to know that my music is somehow in another country is, like, awesome, because, your country's probably cooler than ours, but... But no, legit, I just think it's awesome. Yeah, America is taking the big L right now. Somebody DM'd me the other day, and they were like, "Are you from the States?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I put the sad face. And they were like, They were like, why the sad face? I'm like, bro, you don't know? We suck right now. You know, like, bro, we've been trash for a little second here. And so, yeah, man, I'm like, honestly, bro, like, our country's legit just fumbling the bag. And I'm not talking about the people within the country, even though I'm talking about like half of the population in the country. But dude, America is just gone right now, straight up. And look, I can't tell you, like, the deal is, for me, like, I've lost my patience with a good amount of people. And we've had so many deep conversations in our family about the certain times that we're living in and all this stuff. And the main takeaway for me is this. One, there are legitimately unintelligent people who inhabit our country. Okay? Unintelligent. Two, there are legitimately full-blown racist people in our country still to this day. Legitimately, nothing has changed in that regard. And three, like, you continue to show people facts, show people different information, and they will continuously think it's a freaking conspiracy theory. Everything is a conspiracy theory. Everything is haunted. Like, legit, everything's got to have a backstory to it. Everything's got to be a freaking YouTube video explaining how, oh my gosh, we didn't, you know, these numbers are fake and this or that. And look, I don't understand how people legitimately are that dumb. So the deal is, look, I'll get into this right now. So I was already frustrated with our world and how people are legitimately racist, you know, systemic racism. I've talked about it on the previous podcasts. If you want to get my full take, go to one of the episodes. I forget. It's one of the last couple. I talk about all of it. And I'm very, very frustrated with it, obviously. But when it landed in my front yard, it's very, very frustrating because it's surrounding me. So essentially, I can break this down for you. So I live in a small community. And frankly, it's, I would say it's very, very, like, it leans on the white side, obviously. Like, it's like 95% white people, 99% white people in our freaking neighborhood, right? So when we first moved here, that was automatically a concern because we like being around different people of different color and different creeds, nationalities. Like, we love that. That is a fixture in our life. That is a fixture of growing as a human being. And that is a fixture of just becoming a better person. We like hearing different perspectives. That's what our family is all about. So, you know, that already was a red flag. But then you go into our schools, we have a really good school system. But granted, it is not open enrollment. And that's a frankly very disappointing thing because, again, a fixture of our life, our whole life, has been diversity and showing people love and learning and growing from being together with other people. That's all that it is. And there's only one there's only one race. It's the human race, and that's how we feel about it. So, and granted, it's not like, when I say that, it's not like it's a, oh, well, I don't see color. No, I see color, and I actually enjoy seeing color, and I want to see more color. Bang. So, keep on going. So our community is 99% white. Okay? And frankly, it's also filled with, I would say, there is a new population of families coming into the community that are younger families with young kids that are forward-thinking, open-minded. They appreciate the same things that I do. They're on the same wavelength, right? And then you have these old people in our community who are still clinging on to the community that are very, very against letting new people in, very, very against different races, very, very against people being oppositional towards the police and not believing that they're doing the right job. And it's frustrating because they're like clinging on. We want our community. And it's like, bro, there needs to be change. There are things wrong. And they don't want to admit that. So essentially, there were these signs that were privately funded that, dude, I legit just, this is the thing about Robe Talk. We switch it right into CNN mode real quick, We were just, like, joking and stuff about my diet and how I'm fat and all that, but now, dude... Yo, we were just joking about how things aren't really haunted, and then I'm fat, and then, just slide the I'm fat in there. Sandwich it with other stuff. We're talking about haunted, hint water, and I'm fat, and then but now we switched it over to CNN mode,
Is it because he's smarter than you?
So, but essentially, there's these privately funded organizations that came in around our neighborhood and said, hey, can we put these signs up in your yard that say, here, you have it up? Do you have it up? Put it up here. This is what these people ran around our neighborhood saying, hey, can we put a sign in your yard? You don't have to pay for anything for it. That's what I imagine you're saying. Hey, you mind if we put a sign in your yard? So it says, thank you to our Madeira police. First things first, I'm the realist? No, but first things first, I have no problem with our police. They haven't done anything wrong. There's been, I would say, no acts recently that have been catastrophic in our neighborhood or our community where they really, really, like, did something that was like a remarkable feat. So I don't know the justification behind the signs besides the fact that, oh, yeah, we like our Madeira police, but it's not the right time for that. And if you can't read between the lines there and realize the climate and the things that we're living in, or living through rather, like, this is not the time to appreciate or thank you to our Madeira police. This is not it. I mean, bro, are you tone deaf? Do you see what's going on? Do you see the marches? Do you see the freaking people getting killed? Anything like that? George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, are you watching the news? So it's not the right time for these signs, yet people are just so blind and don't understand what's going on in the world right now that they're signing up blindly to go put these in our yards, and it's rude. And I think it's disrespectful. I don't think that it's the right move. And I think that people are both racist, but they're also oblivious. And then that's a cocktail of just disgusting little, you take racism, you take being oblivious, you throw that together, whip it up, and you got a Karen. That's a Karen cocktail right there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, as far as I'm concerned, these freaking signs are rude. I didn't put up one of these signs in my yard. Instead, I put a Black Lives Matter sign in my yard because I'm down with the movement and I appreciate black people. I have appreciated black people, and I will continue to appreciate and promote black people, and that's just the deal. So I think it's rude. And you know what else I think is rude? Is that anybody who has a differing opinion from people here that say, oh, well, we appreciate our police. We appreciate our people here. Anybody who has that opinion, like me, is getting silenced on the message boards or whatever around here. And that's rude. And if everybody wants to bring up, the First Amendment, you want to bring that up about, oh, well, we like to do this. We like to protest with our guns and this or that. Well, then let us use it too. We're going to pull that card out on you too because we want to use our freedom of speech. So, granted, this is the freedom of speech. If they're going to put out their signs, it is. I just think that you're oblivious and you don't know what you're doing when you put out one of these signs. Granted, recently, we've had kids in the community talking and being frustrated with these signs and then going to deface these signs or this property with by writing over it, spray painting. Then I have it up right here. Is it up? Yeah, it says defund our Madeira police. I've also seen some where people put BLM over them. And to be honest, some people would say, this is defacing property, this is illegal. Yes, it is. Granted, they are using their freedom of speech as well. They are using their freedom of speech to protest. This is a sign of protest. And if you are to be so oblivious to know what's going on in the world right now, you would know that it's not necessarily a good time to put out a sign saying we support our Madeira police. Again, I'm not hating on the Madeira police. There's nothing wrong with them. They've been doing their job. Granted, I do believe that there are things wrong with the police system, okay? And I do believe that it is wrong to have Blue Lives Matter on your cop cars, because I think that's freaking rude, and that's actually a political statement that goes against being, having justice for all. I think it's rude. But again, they don't see that. They don't know. They just roll with this same narrative that it's all good, we love our police, all that. But you got to pay attention and you got to listen to what's going on in the world, or else you don't deserve to have an opinion, as far as I'm concerned. I thought about it as this too. If you're not on Twitter right now, or if you're not on any social media network, or you're not watching the news or anything at all, and you have no exact idea of what is going down on the daily with people, I don't trust your opinion as much. This stuff changes every day. Stuff with COVID, stuff with the things happening in the world of Black Lives Matter and things like that. It is constantly shifting and constantly moving. It is a moving train that you cannot stop. The internet is a beast of itself that is amazing. But if you're not in freaking tune with what's going on, bro, then I don't know that your opinion is that valid, because you legitimately are reading this from, it's like having your eyes like this while you're just like, oh yeah, the police, they matter. It's like you're not seeing the full picture whatsoever. So I don't know. I just don't trust your opinion as much if you're not paying attention to the world. It's a live feed, and I just think that you have to keep on watching. So as far as I'm concerned, like I said, I have a Black Lives Matter sign up in my yard. I wish I could get 7 more. I wish I could get a freaking banner. I wish I could get freaking a blimp going across the sky as much as possible, okay? And if you disagree with me, that's all I got. I'm not even giving you words. I'm giving you one look, and it's right here. You ready? This is it. That's just it. And the thing is that kills me is like, bro, and Michael Shea said this in a comedian sketch. Thought it was great, but it's a very valid point. Bro, they're not even saying anything ridiculous. Black people are legitimately just trying to matter. Like, that is what's crazy to me. Like, bro, they're not saying we're better. They're not saying we deserve this or that or whatever. They're legitimately going for the bottom tier of just mattering. So if that doesn't make sense to you, then you obviously don't know what's going on. So whatever, man. There's going to be racist people regardless. The deal is you can't change, like, you can try and change them. You can tell them what you think, but I don't know. I can't freaking, I know what I believe in. I know what I've been doing for years, and I'm going to continue because I love black people, and that's it, So it's been weird, definitely, being in our neighborhood as far as, like, when it lands right here. We're looking to move. We will see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But yeah, guys, the coronavirus is crazy. I am hoping that they announce something for my school soon. If not, I'm staying in online, and dude, I'm gonna get jacked even more over the quarantine, okay? Dude, if you don't think I'm gonna roll out of freaking quarantine looking like Thor, you're wrong, bro. I'm straight up rolling out of quarantine looking like an Avenger. And if you don't believe me, I don't know what to tell you. But the other thing that's kind of exciting, to be honest with you, is, our boy TikTok. TikTok, old Renegader, the West Side Baby itself, it's on its way out of here, man. Okay, forecast is saying no more TikTok. And as far as I'm concerned, kind of excited about it, if you ask me. Look, it's been fun to examine. It's been fun to figure out, and I haven't figured it out. But it's been fun to look at it with a freaking, what's that called? I can't remember. Like this, I don't even know. Like when you're in science class, you look it through the thing. I don't know. I'm blanking out. Microscope, yeah. It's fun to look through it with the microscope. It's fun to figure out how it ticks and how it talks. But to be honest, bro, I think ultimately it is a net negative thing. I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's gotten a lot of people famous. It's gotten a lot of songs blown up. It's gotten a lot of things happening. It's brought a lot of people a lot of money. It's brought a lot of people a lot of joy. It's brought a lot of people to new careers paths and things like that. But ultimately, I think that it's also forced people to do things that I don't necessarily know are the natural development of things. Meaning, people have always blown up on a social media platform. Then they resort to, oh, I think I'm going to be a musician now. You know? Oh, I just got big on TikTok. I need to drop a song. Why is that the natural development? Bro, go into some other art form. I've been doing this for years, and I'm not bitter about it. It's fine. I love doing it. That's why I do it. But don't I'm not going to go blow up on YouTube and say, you know what? I'm going to go paint. I think I need to be a painter now. I'm going to try that out. Let me go try and be a painter. Let me go give that a shot. I just don't get that. Why step into my lane? Why are you stepping into making music? If you're doing it, you know, and it's a hobby for you, granted, I don't really understand why music is a hobby for you, but that's fine. But just don't step into my lane, bro. I've been freaking doing music for years. And again, because I love it. And I'm not bitter that you get more views than me. I'm not bitter that, you know, you freaking are top on Spotify or this or that. I don't care. I really don't. Because I'm proud of the music that I've achieved. I'm proud of the things I've done. But look, I still make music every day because I enjoy making music. And it's not a hobby to me. So, if it's a hobby for you, great, cool, whatever. I don't understand your perspective on music, but that's all good. As far as I'm concerned, TikTok is cool. I like it, and it was fun, but I'm happy that it's hopefully done. That's all that I'm saying. And look, I told Dad about this. I was like, you know, it's one less thing. Like, I enjoy some, like, there are funny people on TikTok. I'm not discounting that whatsoever, but I have the hope that those people that are funny will then go into careers that make sense with being funny. I think that a lot of those people that are funny and naturally funny on TikTok were both funny before TikTok and are going to be funny after TikTok because they're smart and they'll go do comedy on YouTube or go do something like that. And I hope that they apply that. Granted, the people that are doing this are going to be out of a job in 2 weeks and they're going to freaking have to figure it out. And I like to see that. I'm sorry. And I saw a funny TikTok when it was like, people were like, go find a talent now, you know? And look, I'm happy. Like, that should be how it is. I'm sorry. I like people that blow up and that are a big deal because they are talented. Call it what it is. I enjoy that. Even if you don't make music or you don't dance or you don't freaking do whatever. If you're an entertaining human being and you blow up, I'm happy for you. Congrats. That's what I'm talking about. But I hope that the people that really make it, I feel like TikTok is now going to go through like a strainer. Like the people that are really good, that are really, really talented and actually have something to offer to the world will make it through the strainer. But the people that are of the excess fat that don't do anything, that ended up blowing up on a whim and they decided to be an artist or they decided to do this, they're not going to be here anymore. So why is that exciting to me? Because I don't have to compete against freaking Sarah who started doing this and now she wants to be an artist. I don't have to try and win against her. I can really compete against the people that make music and that like to make music. So, look, if it does get deleted, cool. If it doesn't get deleted, cool. I'm still going to have to freaking, you know, put videos on there so that I can hopefully grow my following so that people come into the fold and listen to my music. It is what it is. That's the purpose for TikTok for me. Everybody's there. Everybody's at the party. And I got to go to the party and freaking show them what it's about so that they come over to my party. But, you know, I'm kind of happy if it goes. I'm not mad at it. I'm sorry. Kind of looking forward to it as far as I'm concerned. Sometimes I don't want to be happy, you know? Dude, I need that to be a sound on my soundboard. I need the sometimes I do wanna be high. Like, that just pisses me off. I'm sorry. It really does. When I see freaking people blow up on there from hitting the Renegade, and then they're like, what should I do now? What should I do now? oh, I'm going to put out a song. I'm going to be an artist. That's what I'm going to do. Like, dude, don't do that. Just don't. Continue doing whatever it was that got you famous so that you don't have to step into my world and, you know, get somebody to write a song for you. That's just my... And look, again, I'm not trying to trash the D'Amelios or anything like that. Congrats. You have a platform now. Use it wisely. But if you're going to use it to release trash like that... I don't want you to make music. I'm sorry. But, you know, it is what it is. But I will say that's what's been so great about the recent people coming into the party with Twitter and things like that. Because for me, it comes off as organic and wholesome and in a way where I feel comfortable about it because people are legitimately connecting with what I create. And that's what I want. That's really ultimately what I want at the end of the day. When I was going through Twitter and I was looking up just the name Alex Angelo, not even my @ and I was seeing people go in a live feed from 5 minutes ago, who the heck is Alex Angelo, to then 3 minutes ago, oh, this kid's dope. I love his song. Adding him to my playlist right now. That's what I do it for, and that's what is ultimately the most powerful thing when it comes to being online and making music. So that is what made me feel like all the stuff I was frustrated with the internet and all that, it all kind of vanished because I'm like, wow, this can happen in a positive manner. It happened. It was like, oh my gosh, I've been freaking edit this forever, and now people are just now hearing my stuff that I've been working on for years, and it's so incredible. So to me, that was very promising, and that shows to me that, you know, like, look, I really try and do a lot of things that are good. I really try and be a good person. I really try and, you know, exhibit somebody who has worked hard, who wants it for the right reasons, who didn't sell out, who didn't take the big deal when I was 12 and, like, could have been, you know, whatever, probably could have stayed at the hype house. I had those opportunities. And I think I don't really wear those on my sleeve a whole lot. I'm never, like, the one to be bitter about it. But look, I mean, I could have been on America's Got Talent. I could have been on American Idol. I could have been on freaking The Voice. Name any of those shows. I had auditions to be in them, private auditions to be in them. I also had opportunities to be in boy bands, some big boy bands that ended up being huge. I had the opportunity to be in them. I had all of those, and I passed because they ultimately didn't feel right to me, and I didn't want to be in a boy band, and I didn't want to shift who I am. I wanted to make the music I wanted to make. No different than freaking any company, any person wanting to make the product that they wanted to make. And I did that, and I continue to do that. And it's not always the most rewarding. It's not always the most, you know, some would probably say, oh, well, it's a dumb decision that you freaking didn't join this boy band. But you know what? I wanted to do that for me, and if I'm not as big as what I would have been, but I'm still myself, I'm happy about that. And I please, I really tell you from the bottom of my heart, throughout life, you're going to have those opportunities to take the easy way and shortcut, and you will end up paying for them in the long run. I'm telling you right now, you'll end up being, it'll be an sufferable journey, and you'll be freaking so pissed that you made the one decision and you shouldn't have made it. Take the route where it might be a little bit longer, it might be a little bit more frustrating, but that payoff and that struggle of doing it on your own is going to be so much more worth it in the end. And that's the one thing I can tell you. Legit. I remember being so excited because, and I was telling somebody else about it. I was like, dude, there's always that one opportunity you think is like, oh, this is it. I'm going to sign this and it's done. I'm telling you, it's never as good as it seems. It's not the wave. Don't sign it. Do you. Continue to do you. And that's it. So, with all that being said, you know, this year has been very, very interesting as far as releasing music. I'm happy to be doing it in a way where I can continuously feed my people with new stuff, and that's where this journey continues. It continues every 3 weeks, and you get to see how people come into the party and say, hey, what's going on? Talk to the people that were once here, and oh, this person was here, they dipped out, they came back in for this song. You know, that's what's really, really fun about it. And so every 3 weeks, you get to see a status update of where I am with my dream and my music and my creativity. over the quarantine, out of the quarantine, whatever. And I don't think I'm going to stop dropping music after 2020 with every 3 weeks. I really think I'm just going to continue until I can't. I'm going to continue dropping music every 3 weeks until I sign a deal where they say, hey, you should stop dropping music for every 3 weeks. Or maybe not even sign a deal. Or if it's like a song takes off and I'm like, dude, I want it to breathe for a second, I'll freaking pop back. But until then, I'm giving you guys content every 3 weeks with songs and videos. Now, granted, some of them, you know, for the future may be like, oh, well, the song dropped every 3 weeks. The song, I can tell you, will drop every 3 weeks. The video may drop a couple days late, whatever. But I will say, this is a part of my dream that I'm very excited about. I'm happy that you get to experience it with me. I will be dropping the song. I mean, I'll be dropping the video in 9 minutes, which is going to be tight. And I'm going to watch it with you guys. I'll be on YouTube and like responding to comments and stuff like that. We'll do the live chat and all that. It's always fun. I get hella nervous before those damn countdowns on YouTube where it's like that slow music and they got the and I'm like, this is it. I messed it all up. Every song, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I will say, like, every song I do get nervous because people, it's so sweet how you guys are like, dude, this is the best work that you've put out. I really, really appreciate that because I legitimately am trying to top myself every time I put out a song. But I always do get worried that I am going to put out a song and it's going to be like, nah. You know, like, dude, he had it. I would hate for people to be like, yo, he really had it. He was going strong. And then he put out Switch Up and then it just all fell. Like, I don't think that could happen just because my intentions are right. And I know that I know what you guys, I guess, like. I really have no control over what you guys like, though, because honestly, like, it really is a random selection. And I've noticed that. Like, some people like more songs than others, whatever. But I will say, like, this is an exciting little experiment that we're doing here every 3 weeks to see what songs, because some definitely hit more than others, I would say, for some people. And I just like seeing that and getting a tone on what you guys like. But this one is fun. I feel like this is one that needed to come out, and I'm happy that it is now because it's just like, it's dancey. I love freaking records like Dua Lipa's, but you know, I love Dua Lipa too. I love Dua Lipa, but I love Dua Lipa's records. I love a lot of the Weeknd records. A lot of them are very, very fun. Very, very upbeat, very, very dancey. And those were the types of songs that I grew up dancing to, grew up appreciating, and just the rhythm and the movement of them, and how the records just continue to keep you captivated with a driving force. And this is one of those songs. And Switch Up encapsulates that feeling that I had when I was freaking walking through the airport as a little kid with my little iPod Nano, listening to freaking American Boy, Estelle, and Kanye. Like, that's that feeling for me, you know? And I try to pick up that feeling and put it into those records, and this is one of those records. So, same way, like, Don't Start Now, like, I got that feeling back when I was a kid, and I used to listen to the same song over and over and over and over again, and I just loved it just because, like, it was either the beat or the hook or something was just grabbing about it. And to me, when I made this, I was so excited. I remember sitting at my desk, I'm like, damn, like, I got that feeling, and it was so fun. And I'm like, the fact that this is my song right now, I would be hyped that if it was somebody else's song or whatever, but like, the fact that it's actually mine, I get to keep it and put it out, like, that's so exciting to me. And so there's so many records where I hear them and I'm like, damn, I wish that was an Angelo song. Oh, I wish I would have written that. And for me, this is one that I feel like I caught before anybody else, you know? Like, I caught that fish of Switch Up before other people caught it. And I was like, damn, this is so great. And so I'm happy that it's coming out. I'm thankful that it is. I'm thankful that you guys are here to listen to it. And yeah, I think I'm going to pop out right now and get ready for this release. So I thank you all so much for watching and listening to Robe Talk, whether it was on the replay or whatever, live, all that. I'm Angelo. Follow me on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, @AlexAngelo. And you know what? Follow my TikTok. Why not? @RealAlexAngelo. I will see you guys later. I'm going to go on and listen to this and watch this video right now. I'll be responding to all you guys' comments and stuff. So thank you guys so much. Have a great night.